is Sophie, and this is my 4th year in the Clover's Forever 4-H Club. This project was my 3rd year of doing a nutrition-based project book. I won State Fair selection this year for Let's Bake Quick Breads. Some of my favorite recipes and activities from this project book were whole wheat waffles in Activity 1 and strawberry bread in Activity 7. In whole wheat waffles, I used whole wheat flour for the very first time, and it was very interesting because it didn't change the taste much, but it still was different. You could tell that it was different from normal flour. In Activity 7, when I cooked strawberry bread, I experimented between using oil in one bread and replacing oil with applesauce in the other. The results of that experiment were that the bread with the applesauce was moister and healthier. So that was a really good tip for when I wanted to cook anything else with oil. I knew I could replace it with applesauce and it would be healthier and sometimes even better. I did a lot of different activities with comparing. Some of them included different mixing techniques, like when I made muffins in Activity 4, and I split the batch into thirds and mixed each third for a different amount of time. For example, 1 minute, 1 minute 30 seconds, 2 minutes. And the results varied. Sometimes they burned, sometimes they rose a lot. And so that was a really good experience for me to learn how much time I should be mixing my batter for. Another comparing and contrasting activity that I did was comparing different pans for the same recipe, which was southern cornbread in Activity 5. I made one southern cornbread in a baking pan and one in a muffin pan. I noticed that the southern cornbread muffins were moister and the loaf of cornbread was flakier. So this experiment taught me how different equipment can affect the results. Another activity that I included comparing was using different flours for pumpkin bread in Activity 6. One flour was gluten-free, which was the almond flour, and one was just regular all-purpose flour. The tastes of the two breads were almost the exact same, which tells me that if you want or need to have a gluten-free diet, you can use gluten-free ingredients and they can still taste the same as regular. Another activity I did was I interviewed a baker at my local grocery store, and she told me a lot about the different challenges with working in the baking industry. Overall, in this project, I learned a lot of different baking techniques that I would prefer now and different skills. I would definitely recommend this project to further your baking knowledge and skills.